My name's Shane and this is my Vauxhall Astra GSI Turbo. I had the car since 2012. I've done a lot to it since then. It used to be an everyday car. It's only since the last 2 years I've stopped using it as an everyday car after it's developed like twice its power. Manufacturally they ran about 210 brake horse and this now is 427. The engine itself is out of an Astra H Mark V. It is a Z20 LEH engine with M32 engine 6-speed. The drive shaft's out of an Astra H SRI turbo. The cylinder head is gas flowed, standard cams, standard pulleys. On the outlet manifold side of things, it's got a tubular Nortec manifold with a Turbo Smart 45 wastegate running a Owen Developments GTX 30 71R turbo with a 3-inch Cobra exhaust system. Suspension wise, it is KW coilovers. Anti-roll bar at the front is a white line, same again at the back. Brake wise, it has got K-Sport 8 pots, 356 at the front with the bells fitting inside Compromotive TRX 18-inch wheels. They're quite hard to find now. Polybushed rear axle, polybushed front subframe. Back to transmission, it's running a Quaife limited slip differential, short shifter and a breather kit to allow the overfilled oil so that it doesn't blow the drive shaft oil seals out or further other damage. The interior, it has got a custom flat bottom Astra H steering wheel with the Astra H custom leather blue stitched gear knob, and the Mark IV gear lever is also stitched in black leather with blue stitching. Originally in the centre console they have like a primer etched sort of paint. It seems to always scrape off. I've done that in a modern gloss black. External and outside the car, it's got Merit headlights, Depot clear lens rear tail lights with the LED kit fitted to them, a bit of a modern touch. It's got the Earnshaw bonnet extension, Earnshaw door mirrors, Earnshaw top boot spoiler. A few stone chips on it. When I bought it, I paid £4,000 for it back in 2012. I did clock a lot of mileage up in it since then. It had about 92,000 on it. It's got 181,000 on it now. When I bought the car, it had a few little minor dents and scratches, and I decided to, after getting this big power out of the car, I thought I'd tidy up the external, which is all the paintwork, the Arden blue paintwork. I painted the car myself once or twice, but I was painters don't like the silicone. It did react a few times on the bonnet, but managed to flatten it back and get it to where I want it to be. Before this Mark IV Astra G, I also had a 4-door version and I replicated it into a GSI. And then I thought, by then, I'm fed up of being bullied for a replicated GSI, so I wanted a genuine one. And it was always an Arden blue one, because if you see the Arden blue, you know what it is. Bought the car for to be like an everyday car, and it didn't work out like that. I've got a previous show car, which is a BMW, and then I ended up getting carried away modifying this one, and also turning it into a show car as well. So yeah, I've had to buy another everyday vehicle. I'd say attention to detail I'm most proud of. I had a time limit to build the engine, and I did that within 3 days, which was quite quick. A lot of engine builders, they take a lot more time in building them. So I did something right and it hasn't blown up 3 years later. Would I do it again? I probably would do, yeah. Everybody seems to have a Z-Let or a Z20-Let or a Z-LER or LEH, and they end up buying a high-performance car, and once I think they've got the buzz of messing about with a high-powered front-wheel drive car, which is quite cheap to get. It's quite a cheap build for the amount of power you can achieve out of that engine, and also it's quite an easy engine to work on. I did have the previous Z20-Let engine in there with a GTX 20 turbo on it. Was doing a track day with it and ended up losing a little bit of power, and then it blew a bit of smoke out. As in most turbo cars, you have the famous obsession of looking at the rear view mirror to see if it's burning oil or it's blown the turbo. It blew a hole straight through number 3 piston, so then that's when I went down the LEH route instead of the LET. Also, your LEHs have got forged pistons and oil squirters, which is a big bonus for running big power. The whole idea of the Mark IV Astra was because when I went to go look at the other BMW, my dad was always hiring Mark IV Astras when they were brand new. He liked them, so then I thought I'll get one, but I didn't know anything about the Astra GSI until one day I was going along the motorway with my own Astra and I seen this blue thing fly past with smoke flying out the exhaust, and I thought, what is that? And I didn't actually know that the Vauxhall manufactured a blue shouty version of what the other Astras were. So then I thought I want to get one of them, and quite hard to find a decent one, but I got this one and made it my own. I think the standard was like 210 brake horse, and I managed to get it to 314, and I used to have it as a track car. And then I decided, after I've had my fun out of it and done a couple of track runs with it, like Santford and Snetton and Donington, I thought I will try and make the car into a show car, because a lot of track cars end up not surviving their days of flying around tracks and eventually end up getting smashed up. So I thought I'll tidy this up before I end up crashing it. On a private road, of course. I've had it off the clock at 160 mile an hour, which was quite interesting, especially in a two-door hatchback. It felt like it was doing a hell of a lot more, and it went very light on the steering wheel. But yeah, that's the power it did, well, the speed it did. For getting parts, at this day and age, they're quite easy to get, because you've got all the other Astras to get parts for this one, because Mark 4s, Mark 5 Astra H's and Mark 4 Astra G's, the suspension and transmission and engine, they're all pretty much mix match. You can make one decent thing out of another. A lot of other engines which pretty much bolt in and plug and play. There's a lot of the V6s, Omegas, and all other Z-Lets, and a few other people have put the older C20-Lets in them. And that, but yeah, you don't have to do a hell of a lot of modifying to make the newer stuff and the older stuff fit into them. The comments I've had with the car have been told to me it's been modified tastefully, and they do appreciate the work that's been done in the mechanical side of things. But a lot of people, when they get involved with the mechanical side of things, they can't do the painting, or vice versa, which I managed to do both with this vehicle. People do appreciate because they can see what work has been done involved, and what's been done to the car. A lot of people do see it as just a Astra. Other people are a little bit more mechanically minded with vehicles. They can actually see that, how did you do this, how did you do that, and that is quite rewarding because you can see that somebody's recognised the work you've done.